Wow, you did all get quiet quickly. Well done, well done. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Laurie Leshin, and I have the pleasure of being the president of WPI. Can everybody in the back, oh, thank you. Well, you're very kind. Can everybody in the back hear me okay? We're good? All right, well, good morning and welcome to WPI Seaport, our new multipurpose innovation, education, and collaboration space. With this launch, we open a new chapter for WPI, embodying our goal to elevate our impact in communities around the Commonwealth and around the world. It is really great to see so many friends and new neighbors here today. We're especially delighted that our wonderful partners, Lieutenant Governor Karyn Polito, yes, you can clap for her, Worcester Mayor Joe Petty, and Boston Mayor Marty Walsh have all joined us to provide their perspective on the promise that WPI Seaport holds for the Commonwealth, for Boston, and for Worcester. I'd also like to welcome Massachusetts Secretary of Energy and Environmental Affairs and proud graduate of the WPI class of 2000, Matt Beaton. Where's Matt? All right, Matt. Also, Massachusetts Secretary of Housing and Economic Development, Jay Ash. Hi, Jay. Haven't had time to say hi to you yet. Jay, it's not too late for you to come to WPI for a degree, too. We're so pleased you could join us today. Also, Acting Senate President Chandler is here with us this morning. Good morning, President Chandler. Representative John Mahoney is with us. Auditor of the Commonwealth, Suzanne Bump, is with us. Welcome. Thrilled to have you all with us. Also, CEO of the Worcester Chamber, Tim Murray, is here somewhere. Hi, Tim, and thank you. So these wonderful leaders and all of you are here today because we share a common goal: to land Amazon's second headquarters here in the Commonwealth. No, I'm just kidding. Although, now that WPI is in Boston, I have to think we have even a better chance. We all share a common goal to grow the economy and improve the quality of life for people across Massachusetts. WPI Seaport here in the Innovation District in Boston will allow us to deepen already meaningful partnerships with area companies such as GE and Ann Cleese here. Welcome to Ann. And Amazon Robotics. I think we've got some Amazon Robotics folks. Hi, Joe or Ty. I'm not sure. I can't quite see you. Joe and Ty, I hope they're back there. We're excited to work more closely with them, and we're excited to identify new alliances with organizations working to advance high-tech industries and entrepreneurship in the Commonwealth, like Mass Challenge and Mass Robotics. We already share common interests and areas of expertise with many of Massachusetts' most successful companies working in critical areas like digital health, robotics, cybersecurity, data sciences, and financial technology. But we want to do even more to drive economic prosperity and innovation. And the key to that is deeper collaboration. So we've come to Boston to build relationships and to show off the great ideas and extraordinary talent coming out of Worcester. But to be clear, we understand the extraordinary potential for growth that exists in Worcester itself. From biotech to advanced manufacturing, our home city's innovative spirit is alive and well. In fact, I like to describe this space we're all standing in as our wormhole to Worcester. Yes, I am a space geek, for those of you that don't know me. It's our wormhole to Worcester. It will be an embassy through which to introduce major companies to our high caliber students and alumni, our amazing faculty, education, and research. Through WPI Seaport, we can better facilitate connections with some of the state's best known innovators, and we'll be working every day to bring the benefits of those connections back to Worcester. The university has numerous key collaborators across the Commonwealth, and in fact, our approach to STEM education is so distinctive because of the real-world project work that our students and faculty engage in with partners at over 45 project centers in 26 countries around the world. Our Boston Project Center is no exception, and in fact, it's one of our longest running centers. In the past 2 decades, nearly 400 WPI students have completed over 120 highly impactful projects with sponsors such as the City of Boston, Boston Harbor Association, and the New England Aquarium. WPI Seaport will now serve as a home base for our Boston Project Center. In addition to expanded project opportunities, we envision industry-centric events, greater connections with our alumni, classes taking place, and research collaborations taking flight. If you haven't already, please spend a few minutes before you go speaking with some of our extraordinary faculty and students who are here today Their work is fascinating and world-changing. For example, you might learn how our biomedical engineers are using spinach leaves as scaffolds for supporting beating heart cells, or about advanced robots that can execute highly specialized surgery. You can see new tools and approaches intended to innovate the user experience. Totally mind-blowing data science and visualization technology over here, and captivating new advances in applying financial technology to help companies make smarter investments. Students from undergraduate to master's and PhD levels are playing key roles in this cutting-edge research, all while growing the leadership capabilities that will support the rapid scale-up of Massachusetts innovation industries. These students and faculty and the work they're sharing today represent only a small slice of what will become more visible through WPI Seaport. And the truth is that the world is changing fast for the citizens of the Commonwealth and for the students of today. The Uber I took here this morning, the tweet that I'm going to send right now. There it goes. The iPhone, I cannot imagine living without. These things were they weren't even really on our radar screen just a handful of years ago. Institutions of higher education need to innovate now more than ever to help light the way for people to succeed in this fast-paced tech-enabled world, to both impart the current skill sets they need to succeed, but even more importantly, to instill a learning mindset, a way of being that embraces the need to never stop learning. Not all universities are up to the challenge of equipping students for this dynamic future, but WPI is. And in fact, we embrace the opportunity. WPI Seaport is part of our answer to that call. So thank you for being a part of WPI's next chapter, connecting innovation in Boston to opportunity in Worcester and vice versa. When we bring together WPI's creative engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurial spirit with some of the most innovative companies and professionals working in our Commonwealth today, I believe the potential for impact is boundless. So let's get going. Thank you so much. I'd like to introduce our speakers now. First, I'm thrilled to welcome the Lieutenant Governor of Massachusetts, Karyn Polito. The leadership and support of the Lieutenant Governor, the Governor, and their whole administration has been instrumental for the Commonwealth and for WPI. In fact, less than 3 weeks ago, the Lieutenant Governor was on our campus in Worcester announcing a $4 million investment from the state to fund an integrated photonics lab jointly with Quinsigamon Community College. She has been an unwavering supporter to advance our goal of leveraging our impact more broadly in the Commonwealth. So welcome, Lieutenant Governor Karyn Polito.
So good afternoon, soon to be good afternoon. It's an honor to be here, and I know Governor Baker wishes that he could be here physically to personally congratulate our friend, the dynamic leader of WPI, a dynamic leader in our Commonwealth, Laurie Leshin, for making her idea become reality today in the opening of WPI Seaport. Congratulations, Laurie. We're so very proud of you. And I'm so happy that we can have our mayors come together, the mayor of Boston and the mayor of the city of Worcester, not only with their leadership together, powering up two great cities, the Boston being our capital city and Worcester being the second largest city in New England. It's just great having you sit side by side, work and stand side by side for better positioning our Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Happy to see our members of our state delegation, particularly Senate President Harriet Chandler, Auditor Bump is here, and from our administration, Secretary Jay Ash, proud alum of Clark University and wannabe WPI grad. And of course, Secretary Matt Beaton wears red every day when he's traveling throughout this Commonwealth. I'm really happy to see the WPI community come out so strongly today. A number of alum here, Joe Quinlivan from Amazon Robotics, you're in the room. Certainly Tim Murray doing a great job in the Chamber of Worcester, and so many others who are so proud of this moment. And I talk a little about Worcester because we know WPI the best, and we know Laurie Leshin and her team the best. And today is an opportunity for you here in Boston to really understand the power that WPI has in moving our Commonwealth forward in terms of our innovation economy. So today is a thanks for opening this physical space, but also for redefining what the ecosystem is of talent here in Massachusetts. That the concentration is here in Boston, but also in Worcester and in other places. And I think it's really important as we think about our innovation economy. Bloomberg says most innovative economy now 2 years in a row. But we can't take that for granted. We have to constantly think of ways of strengthening it. And today is a perfect way of strengthening our innovation ecosystem. The business of Massachusetts is the continual invention of the future, is the continual invention of the future. And in order to continue to invent the future, we need the talent and the people to be able to use what they have collectively in labs like this to research and develop and discover therapies and solutions to everyday problems that are holding us back. And the fact that you'll have the talent from the Worcester campus come here to the Boston campus and to be closer to their clients and the next big thing is really critical for our Commonwealth. That's why Governor Baker and our team have made significant investments in public-private partnerships. We've made a major push in the world of advanced materials and smart and connected devices. We have invested in the future of computing and communications technology through projects in big data, cybersecurity, photonics, cloud computing, and you'll see some of the lab work that's being done by the students today that back all of that up. And of course, we will continue to carve out a national leadership role in innovating the future of biopharmaceutical manufacturing. So while Massachusetts continues to power forward, we continue to drive down that unemployment rate. In regions throughout our Commonwealth, we're seeing this innovation economy bring more work and bring more opportunity to the people who live here today, and more importantly, setting up the next generation for a great experience here in Massachusetts. One of the things I said to the students that I met today is our request is that you continue to do your work, but we need your talent to stay here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in order for us to continue to be the most innovative state in the country. WPI is a key player in our innovation economy, and we're proud to partner. I was thrilled to announce our administration's commitment of $5 million in a matching grant from MassTech Collaborative's R&D Fund to WPI for Practice Point at WPI. You'll see that lab in part today if you visit the lab rooms that are here. And that will accelerate the development and deployment of innovative new healthcare technologies that combine robotics and computer science to create devices that can intelligently and securely interact with the people or things. Earlier this month, as President Leshin said, we were also able to announce a grant of over $4 million for a new facility to advance R&D in integrated photonics. Now, this is the second lab of its kind. The first lab is located down the street at MIT. The second lab that we just announced is at WPI. And what's great about this new lab, it's called LEAP, Lab for Education and Application Prototypes, is that it connects MIT to Worcester and WPI, and it connects right into the AIM facility in Albany. So now you have a whole corridor of connection, an east-west connection that's pretty powerful. So today is an important opportunity, though, to link the city of Boston, this hub of activity, to the heart of our Commonwealth in Worcester, our second largest city. And let's continue to fuel this talent pool with the resources, the equipment, and the support from our government to do their work, and also to make sure that on the other end of it, that their work turns into ideas, that their ideas can then be commercialized, and those commercial applications can turn into startup businesses, and those businesses can turn into the next big thing here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And then those businesses can then in turn give back to WPI, grow the academic base here in this Commonwealth, which is truly what is fueling our innovation economy. This is a very proud moment, not only for WPI, but for our Commonwealth, and we're very happy to see this day come. Congratulations, Laurie, for all of your good work.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor. WPI is very proud of the fact that Worcester isn't just our home, it's our first name. And so I'm very grateful that our next speaker has joined us today. First elected mayor in 2012, Joe Petty is a great leader of what many, including Commonwealth Magazine, are calling Worcester's Renaissance. There is such positive momentum in our home city these days, and you can see it in the amount of construction taking place all over the city, and I can personally feel it in my waistline as I try all of the new amazing restaurants in Worcester. WPI's success is Worcester's success, and vice versa. We look forward to continuing our long collaboration with the City of Worcester to benefit all of our futures. Please join me in welcoming Mayor of Worcester, Joe Petty.
Thank you, Laura. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an exciting day to be here. I want to thank Mayor Walsh and President Leshin for having me here today. It's just doing a great job at WPI, bringing WPI to the next level. Not just here in Massachusetts, but globally. It's doing a wonderful job. And this is truly an exciting day for WPI, the City of Boston, and the City of Worcester. And I also want to see Tom Glynn is here from Massport, some here, and he's a great partner here for the City of Worcester. Tom, welcome. And the major export of the City of Worcester is the brain power of our colleges and universities like WPI. For over 150 years, WPI has been at the cutting edge of everything from rocketry to cryptography, from aeronautics to fire safety. This is the school that gave the world not only the man that created the Segway, but also the founder of the Jay Giles Band. There isn't anything your students at WPI can't do. Is that right, Laurie? The WPI Seaport will act as a base for the operations for some of the brightest minds in Worcester to work with some of the most innovative companies in the country here in Boston. At times, there is no substitute for proximity and being so close to companies like General Electric and Amazon here in the Seaport District, which only encourages those collaborations that move our economy forward. These exchanges of ideas in the industry between people, institutions, and cities are what makes our state rise together. The colleges and universities of cities like Boston and Worcester are raising the minds that will drive this economy in the next. The meetings and classes and events that will space, and that this space will support, will be part of our state's next economy, and I am sure that the ideas generated will change the world for the better. Maybe this space will host the next Robert Goddard, or the founder of the next Amazon, or maybe even the next Jay Giles. This is why we need more connections between our city and Boston and Providence and other gateway cities, to play to each other's strengths, to share in each other's successes, and celebrate our shared accomplishments. We have more in common than just the Patriots fans, being Patriots fans. Mayor Walsh and I share the same concerns around infrastructure, investment, public safety, and the economy. We want to ensure that the next generation of success belongs to our cities and to our state. No matter how different the size of our cities, our concerns remain the same. From the College Hill in Worcester to the Beacon Hill in Boston, from Blackstone River to the Charles River, there are so many partnerships and collaborations that we are yet to fully realize, and I hope that today is the first of many. And I was teasing Mayor Walsh earlier today, saying we're giving you a piece of WPI. If you get Amazon, we own a little piece of that back in the city of Worcester. But
All right, first of many. I love it. I love it. Next, I'm pleased to welcome Mayor Marty Walsh. He was sworn in to serve a second term on January 1st, 2018. Congratulations, by the way. And if his second term is anything like his first, we're in for a lot of exciting announcements, initiatives, and investments. His vision of a thriving, healthy, and innovative Boston is alive and well. Just look around this neighborhood. Did you all see all those cranes out there when you came in? Oh my gosh, incredible. All the evidence you need that Boston is booming. Mayor Walsh understands also the importance of education, which is something that I personally very much appreciate. I applaud his efforts to fund extended learning time and to continue to push for advanced curricula at more schools. This is critical not only to our young people's future success, but to the success of Boston and the Commonwealth. We share the goal to enable the next generation of talent we desperately need to thrive here. Mayor Walsh, welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, President. I want to thank you for your investment. I want to thank you for your vision. I want to thank you for everything you do for WPI, and I want to thank you for everything you do for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in this great institution. I want to thank the Lieutenant Governor. She had another engagement, but I want to thank her for her commitment as well and what she's done for the Commonwealth. I want to thank Auditor Bump for being here. Mayor Petty, thank you for being here as well, and I'll talk about you more in a minute. I want to thank our Chief Economic Development in the City of Boston, John Barros, who's here with us today. Thank you, John, and your team for the great work that you're doing. I want to thank members of the Seaport business community that are here today. I know Tom Glenn was mentioned earlier. I want to thank Tom as well. Tom has an interesting position because he connects all of our different regions in so many different ways. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank the students that are here today, the WPI students, because if it wasn't for you, none of us are here. So thank you, students that are here today and everything that you do. I want to start by, on behalf of the City of Boston, I want to congratulate WPI and officially welcome you to Boston. WPI is helping make Massachusetts certainly a powerhouse for higher education, science, technology, and it's not in my remarks, but music. I wasn't aware of that, so thank you for that as well. Just don't tell them it's in Berkeley that. We'll be all right. The development and talent that's here is generating breakthroughs in the Commonwealth and across the country. We felt the impact of our city, and we're glad now that we have you here in our home to call Boston as part of your home. WPI's presence in the waterfront is a real testament to the strong relationship between Worcester and Boston. There certainly, as was mentioned already, two of our biggest cities, but there's also a strong political connection. Myself and the mayor work very closely together. He jokingly talked about Amazon, and he was serious actually, about getting some things to Amazon. And, you know, when the bid was put in, what I said all along was that whoever moves on to the next round, if it's not Boston, we're going to support them. And if it was Worcester, we'd be standing with the mayor to work collaboratively because it's important as we continue to move forward. Matt Beaton, a person who I served with in the House of Representatives, is from the Worcester area, another great state representative, former state representative that we worked very closely together on a whole host of issues, including environmental issues. And I watched that delegation. John Mahoney's here. And I watched that delegation operate in the House of Representatives, and Senate President Chandler's here as well, and who I served with in the House of Representatives. And I watched that delegation, much like the Boston delegation, always about advancement of the area. So it's only natural that we're here today to work closely together. Tim Murray's here. When Tim was the mayor of Worcester, I was a state representative. We had a lot of collaboration as well with the mayor. When Tim was Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth, he worked collaboratively around the Commonwealth as well with Boston and with the legislature to make sure that we continue those relationships moving forward. So that is by nature happening. So this relationship, this connection just makes sense today. It makes all the sense in the world when you think about the delegations and what we're trying to do to move our cities forward. And today, it's not about moving our cities forward individually. It's about moving our Commonwealth forward collectively, and I'm excited about that. Both economies are bolstered by education, life sciences, and technology. We also have one other connection to Worcester. I probably wouldn't be standing here as the mayor of Boston if I didn't win my state representative seat. And at the time, the mayor of Worcester was my consultant. Mayor Mariano was the consultant for me. So I want to just make that connection as well. But today, by working together, keeping the talent in Massachusetts and making our Commonwealth stronger, that's evidence of this collaborative space, and that's what's going to happen here. This space will be a great resource for WPI students, faculty, and alumni. Needless to say, they probably have the best place in the city with this beautiful view right here. They can plug into the amazing opportunities in our neighborhoods that are defined by innovation. They can strengthen the relationship that WPI has with companies like Vertec, which is literally right across the bridge, GE, which is right down the street, Ian Clee is mentioned here already, Red Hat, and so many other great companies that WPI is already tied into and be able to continue to grow. It will be another launching pad for creativity that is WPI's hallmark. This collaborative space will also be an amazing new resource for the city of Boston. It will bring more outstanding talent into our neighborhoods. It will create opportunities in our communities. It will be a place where students of color and women will have the opportunity to thrive in the STEM field. It will also, the diversity of the WPI community will add to the innovative spirit that this seaport is known for. This space will provide great brick and mortar location for a very successful Boston Project Center. And for nearly 20 years, this program has empowered students to address some of the biggest challenges facing neighborhoods all over the greater Boston area. Students will get hands-on experience from local experts, including the City of Boston's Environmental Department and the Massachusetts Department of Transportation. So we're looking forward to continuing to grow those relationships and those bonds. Through this program, students will have the opportunity, will have proposed solutions for things like waterfront flooding, which we experienced about 3 weeks ago, right here in the South Boston waterfront, parking pressures, which we experience every single day in the city of Boston, and air quality issues, something that we're working collectively with Matt Beaton, his office, and our Office of Environmental Affairs to work together to make sure that we continue to bring clean technology and clean energy and opportunities for the next generation of young people in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This institution has played an active role with improving the quality of life in both cities, in Boston and Worcester, and I'm proud that this space will enable WPI to build upon this program, and I have no doubt that it will continue to drive great outcomes in our communities. To President Leshin and WPI, I want to thank you. I want to thank you again for your commitment. I want to thank you for your vision, quite honestly. This is truly visionary. We know that your home base is Worcester, and we know your home base will always be Worcester. But the opportunity to come to the city of Boston to work with us and help us, and to be able to take these two great cities and work together to do so many things, it's really remarkable. To Mayor Petty, I want to thank you for your relationship over the years. This is not the first time we've spoken on the phone or we've seen each other in person. We work very closely together on a whole host of issues because we want to make sure that the two largest cities in Massachusetts continue to be successful and competitive. And that's something Jay Ash wants to see too, so he doesn't have to deal with us as much. So I just want to pass that along. To the entire Seaport community, I want to thank you for helping us make this neighborhood a neighborhood of endless possibility and endless opportunity. And I'm very proud to be standing here today cutting this ribbon. This is an exciting day for the city of Boston and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So thank you very much.
These collaborations are really something to be proud of across the cities in our Commonwealth and with our governor and our state government. I think we truly are a model for the country. That's very exciting. So thank you, Mr. Mayors, and also thank you to all of you for joining us on this really special occasion. It was great, it is great seeing so many of our academic, industry, and business partners here with us today as we celebrate WPI Seaport. Be sure to watch for future events in this space and future opportunities to engage. This isn't the last you'll hear from us. It's really the first you'll hear from us. So get ready. We're gonna be down here engaging you a whole lot. Really excited about the future there. I also want to take a moment to give a special thanks to our WPI team who put on this event, Stephen Flavin and his team, and also Maureen Deanna and the Marketing Communications team, who did an amazing job not only finding the space, getting it ready for today, and actually making this come together. Can we just give them a quick round of applause? Thank you so much. And of course, our faculty and students who are here to show you some of the amazing innovations taking place at WPI. So please make sure that you walk into many of these little suites here along the wall, and you will see everything from cool robots to amazing visualizations and data science and fascinating biomedical technologies and everything in between. So please check out our incredible research, our incredible students and faculty. So, Mr. Mayors, I invite you to join me in cutting the ribbon, and our other dignitaries as well can please come forward and join us. We'll be formally initiating the link between these two great cities. Then I again invite you to enjoy some refreshments, make sure you can see all the different activities taking place in these wonderful rooms. Thank you again for being with us, and go Pats. Okay. All right, everybody ready? I'm gonna take two cuts. Look up. Look up. All right.